Today we're going to talk about baby equipment, and I'm joined by Bella Rose here in her nursery. One of the first decisions new parents will make about where their baby is going to sleep, and many will invest in a cot. However, this is not likely to be used for the first few months of life, where baby is more likely to sleep in a next-to-me crib next to the parental bed, co-sleeping with the parents if mother is a breastfeeding mum, or in a Moses basket or crib. A Moses basket is often preferred for the early days because you can move it around the house and it's smaller than the cot, so it may make baby feel more secure. For the early days, a Moses basket can be a good idea as it can be moved around the home wherever the parent is, as we know that babies should sleep in the same room as their parents for the first 6 months of life. This includes daytime and nighttime sleeps. Although many Moses baskets will come with additional bedding, it's important that the basket itself is kept clear and that the additional bedding is not used for babies. Many parents will consider a sleep pod, such as a sleepy head, for use with their baby. They are very popular, however they do not meet safe sleep guidance, so they should only be used by parents who are watching their babies whilst they sleep. They should not be used overnight or while parents or you are asleep, even if you're in the room with them. Baby bouncers can generally be used from birth and can be a way of baby being somewhere other than your arms or the parent's arms if you need to get some other tasks done, for example loading the washing machine or having a shower. It's important that the baby doesn't fall asleep in these, or if they do, that you put them down to sleep on their back. Also, it's important to make sure that the baby is not slumped over and that they maintain an airway. Try to have baby in a bouncer for no longer than 20 minutes at a time. Many parents will find it useful if you help them to set up a changing area where they have the nappies and the wipes or cotton wool and everything ready for their baby. One of these units can be helpful as everything can be stored in the drawers underneath so that you are not moving anywhere when you have to change the baby. Many mums who are planning to breastfeed might consider buying a breastfeeding pillow. These are designed to fit around the waist to provide support for mum's arm while she is feeding in a cradle or cross-cradle hold. However, these do have some issues, as the nipple to lap gap, or the distance between where the baby is and where the mother's lap is, can be different for each woman, and can lead to mother leaning onto the pillow to feed her baby, rather than what is preferred in breastfeeding support, which is to latch on the baby first and then to put pillows underneath to support the mother's arms if needed. Using a breastfeeding pillow also won't help mothers who are feeding in a laid-back feeding position. When it comes to bathing baby, many parents will invest in a small baby bath, like this, which can be put within the main bath, or a baby bath seat like this, which again goes in the main bath. However, these are not the only options, as baby can bathe in the bath with the parent. Simply fill the bath with warm water without any additional chemicals or perfumes, and then parent sits in the bath and holds baby on their chest or on their knees. If they're doing this, it's a good idea to get someone else, for example the maternity nurse, to pass the baby into the bath and out, as babies can be slippery when wet. When you're getting ready for a bath, it's important to have everything that you need ready. For example, your baby towels and anything else you need for changing the baby afterwards. Other items you might want to consider when preparing for a baby include items for their personal care, for example a hairbrush and baby nail clippers or file. Items if they're not going to be fed at the breast, for example bottles and a steriliser. A car seat if the family own a car or they're likely to be travelling a lot in cars. And a pram or pushchair or buggy so that the parents can get out and about. Alongside this, one of the most useful things to have with a newborn is a sling, and we'll be hearing about slings from Claire, one of our sling consultants. The last thing to consider when preparing equipment for a new baby is that babies actually need very little. They need somewhere safe to sleep, something to keep them warm, and something to feed them. Everything else is an extra, and a parental choice whether it should be used or not. So be careful if advising on extensive lists of items for babies, as many of them will go unused.